Dresser is the tool for editing, applying and saving layer styles in After Effects. To create and adjust a layer style, like for instance an inner shadow, you would normally select the layer, right-click for the pop-up menu, search for the Layer Styles menu, search for Inner Shadow, click it, go back to your layer, search for the added inner shadow and twirl it down to access the property. With Dresser, you just select the layer, hover over the panel and double-click Inner Shadow. If it wasn't clear, that's a huge time saver and a lot less brain exhausting. Hey, it may actually make you want to use layer styles. Furthermore, Dresser makes it easy for you to apply and adjust layer styles on multiple layers at once. Want an even quicker fix? Dresser has you covered, with 100 plus free presets included with your license. After installation, you'll find Dresser in the window menu under Extensions. Open it and dock it wherever you want. The panel is quite responsive, so you can optimize it to your workspace. By default, Dresser loads in all the selected layers of your active composition when you hover over to the panel. These layers are accessible through the Layers menu by clicking on the Layer menu in the footer. You'll see the current layer you are working on is highlighted. By default, this is the first layer of your selection, depending on the order of selection. You can manually change your view to another layer here, or simply select another set of layers in your timeline and hover back. Dresser will adjust accordingly. If your current layer is still included in the new selection, it will remain to be the current layer. By default, all the layers from your selection are targeted for when you use one of the multiple layer features, like for instance apply, delete, remove expressions. You can exclude certain layers from being targeted by unchecking their checkbox. You can also conveniently lock your selection and prevent Dresser from updating with the lock button on the left. This way you can keep your style properties in view while working with your layers. Instead of hovering, you can also turn on Live Update, which will update your selection even outside of the panel. For quick styling, you can use presets either from the search bar, preset browser or favorite sidebar. Double-click to apply the preset to your current layer, or shift-click to apply the preset to all targeted layers. This preset, for instance, has an inner glow, as you can see in the Layer Styles sidebar. You can now navigate to the current layer's inner glow and adjust its properties however you want. All the properties of a layer style are adjustable in this Layer Styles section here on the right, and everything should work as expected when you're used to After Effects. You can add and navigate through keyframes here. Besides that, there are options for copying the single properties to other layers in the property menu in the top right. You can manipulate the properties expression right from here as well. More about that in the expressions chapter. Edit your style and then click or shift-click the Apply menu button in the toolbar to apply them to all your targeted layers. Holding Shift while clicking will link them to the current layer. You can now adjust the styles on the main layer and see them change on your complete selection of layers. You can find the keyboard combinations for menu items after its label. For applying your complete layer styles group to the other layers, the Apply button is available in the Layer Styles sidebar here as well, or you can keep it small on a property basis from its property menu. Want to break the link, simply click the Apply button without Shift again, and it will copy the layer style to all your layers without the property link. See? Want to quickly hide all your styles, for instance because you want to clearly look at your animation? Toggle them on or off from the Visibility menu button in the toolbar or sidebar. There are different keyboard combinations available which you can find in the menu itself. You can also remove your layer styles for the current layer or even all targeted layers with the trash can. Happy with your style? Dresser makes it easy for you to save your layer styles and access them for future use. Save a single layer style from the toolbar in the Layer Styles section, or save a preset from a combination of layer styles from the sidebar on the left. Choose a folder on your local drive and Dresser will automatically ask you to add it to your preset browser. Now you can browse to or search for your layer style from the preset browser within your panel. By default, only folders are visible in the sidebar, but you can toggle Show Files from the Action button here. You can manually add as much folders from your local drive to Dresser as you want through the Add Folder button, and remove or reveal them in Finder by right-clicking them for the folder menu. By default, Dresser will create a thumbnail of 100 by 100 pixels beside your preset for previewing purposes. You can also create your own custom thumbnail for this from the current frame of your active composition by right-clicking the preset and pressing Create Thumbnail from Current Frame. Want even quicker access to your presets? Mark a preset as a favorite and it will appear in the favorite sidebar. You can also search for a specific preset by name through the search bar at the top of the panel. Found your preset? Easily apply it with a double click to to one or multiple layers. Remember to hold Shift to apply to all layers. When a property has an expression, for example when it has a property link to another layer, it is marked red. You can edit this expression through the expression button on the bottom right of the property. In the Properties menu, you can find the option to remove the expression completely or even remove it while keeping the current value based on the expression at that current time. Want to remove all expressions on a layer style? Click the expression button in the Layer Style toolbar or in the sidebar for the complete Layer Styles group. Again, using Shift will go through all your targeted layers. For more in-depth info, extra tips and the free presets, visit dresser.moveit.media. Happy styling!